it going, people? Today I'm going to be talking about Lawrence of Arabia in 4K Ultra HD, and this is actually only part of the Columbia Classics box set, Volume 1 edition. Now, this thing looks absolutely beautiful, and it is magnificent, and it has some pretty good movies to it. I will be talking about two very significant ones, and I will be reviewing those. The next review will actually be Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Fearing and Love the Bomb. And as far as the movie version of Lawrence of Arabia, this movie is a real staple to me, just because of the fact that this movie just solidifies filmmaking in its grandest form. I remember the first time I ever saw Lawrence of Arabia, and I remember just being awestruck at just the absolute beauty of this film and how it is filmed, and we will talk about that in the video quality. But I just love the actual production value of this movie, because it is something that had never been done before, and I had never realized that it could have been done in 1962 when this movie was made. And then you have an incredibly great, and then you just have a incredible performance by Peter O'Toole as Lawrence of Arabia, and it is really a pretty good history lesson of who Lawrence of Arabia was and what he actually did and accomplished. What I will say is it skews and makes Lawrence of Arabia just a better person than what he actually was in real life, and that is just to tell this story the way that it is told here, which is absolutely beautiful, and it has the biggest grandeur. If you are looking for a movie that is an absolute spectacle that was made in the 60s, you would be hard-pressed to find one that showcases that more than Lawrence of Arabia. And that is why I give it a 10 out of 10. And as far as the video quality here goes, this is actually shot on 70mm film, and it was given a 4K scan, giving itself a 4K digital intermediate. Now, this is not the first time that a 4K scan actually happened to this particular film. In 2012, there was a 4K scan that was put to a Blu-ray. But even still, that was a Blu-ray, so you actually did not get the full 4K quality there. For the full 4K quality, you would have to turn to this disc. And I would also like to say that this movie is so long that it actually is on two separate discs. And that is because of the fact that this actually has Dolby Vision support also. And I would rather them put it on two discs and give us a beautiful transfer like this is, than just crap it out onto one single disc and kind of compress it and cheap out. Clarity here is absolutely beautiful. You would never know that this movie was shot in 1962. Never. When you're looking at the beautiful vistas in this film, you will see absolutely nothing like it. Specifically, the movie that was actually shot in the 60s. It is absolutely gorgeous and crisp and beautiful. There is a fine layer of grain here, but I mean, it is very thin. Detail work, specifically in the landscapes, when you get just the wide and beautiful vistas. Here it is excellent, and it is just a breathtaking experience to watch this, when you can see individual strands of grass or individual little specks of sand on a desert, and just texturing on clothing and pores on faces. This was so meticulously done that it is absolutely outstanding. Black levels and shadow detail have never looked as good as in this particular movie. You get deep and inky blacks like you absolutely want, and shadow detail is absolutely amazing here. HDR is absolutely phenomenal here because of the Dolby Vision support. You get just the beating hot sun. You can actually like feel it because of the level of white here. It isn't eye blinding, but it's pretty damn close. And when you get into just facial tones and the overall color palette of this movie, it is just so vibrant and lush and beautiful and just so gorgeous. I am actually going to give this a 10 out of 10 as far as a movie this old. You cannot find one that looks this beautiful in 4K, and that is why it gets a reference quality grade. And the excellence doesn't stop there, because this was actually given Dolby Atmos support as well, and it sounds amazing. It sounds awesome. It sounds the way that this movie needs to sound, with grandeur and just overall beauty. Now, a lot of atmosphere has been added to the surrounds, but it is very natural, and it is absolutely just gorgeous. Speaker separation is top notch, and bass response when it comes to just the action that is in this film, or even more than that, when it comes to the score of the film, it is not overbearingly loud, but it packs a punch, and it really gives you that grandeur that this movie needs. And height speakers, I wouldn't say that they get a big boost here, but they get enough with atmosphere and with the score of the film coming through them as well. I'm actually going to give this a 9 out of 10. This is excellent, excellent stuff. And as far as the digital copy here goes, we are given a Movies Anywhere digital copy, which gives you access to the 4K version on iTunes or on Vudu with the without the Dolby Atmos mix. And getting into the special features here, there is quite a bit of it actually. So what you have on the actual 4K disc is just a brand new text that happens at the beginning of the film that actually gives you a little bit of historical background. And that is actually it as far as special features on the actual 4K disc itself. But on the a separate Blu-ray special feature disc, there are quite a bit of special features. Altogether, it runs about 2 hours long. One of them is actually a whole hour long. That is actually the biggest making of doc, and it goes into a lot of detail about the intent of this film and a lot of the way that it was shot and a lot of just the ways that they wanted to make this film that has that really led to the grandeur that is on screen here. Unfortunately, though, one of those special features is actually not on the disc. Sony actually made a mistake, and they are reissuing the special feature discs to people that did not get the correct special feature disc, and I was actually one of them. I will put that email up that they sent me right over here. It is good that they are actually fixing their mistakes, and I definitely do commend them for it. But what they actually do give you along with that is this excellent box art for this whole entire box set, and just look at this amazing box art. I am only reviewing 2 of these films in this box set, but I mean, just look at the entire thing, and it is absolutely gorgeous. And getting to my last looks at Lawrence of Arabia, this movie is the absolute pinnacle of filmmaking in the 1960s. If you want to see a film that has the biggest grandeur and the absolute best acting and all of it just in one complete package, you will want to go to Lawrence of Arabia. It has it all. Peter O'Toole's performance is absolutely amazing, and just the way that this movie was filmed is truly, truly breathtaking, and I love it for that. And when you add up all my scores for Lawrence of Arabia in 4K Ultra HD, you come out to a 36 out of 40. That is really damn good. And I feel kind of bad because some of the knocks that I have against this is the special features and the fact that they kind of screwed up with what they put on the discs. But, I mean, you know what? Besides that, look, check this out. This box set is worth it. Unfortunately, this is the only way to get Lawrence of Arabia in 4K Ultra HD because they haven't released a single disc yet. It is only in this box set. But pick it up. This is a really good box set, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about it. And I will have one other chance to talk to you guys about this box set because I will also be talking about Doctor Strangelove. That is coming up next. And after that, I have some Criterion releases coming to me as well. So stay tuned to the channel. And as always, thank you for watching my videos. You guys are awesome. I don't even have to say it because, hey, you all know it. And I will see all of you next time.